What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Good morning and welcome to your daily Solana update. In this video, we'll talk about Solana. We'll talk about how it's been behaving the last couple of days and also what I expect. But first of all, I do want to say that yesterday what I said is I made the video just when we were kind of breaking below $9. So what I said is that I expected $9 to break again. I thought this was just a quick money injection and that we would drop back down towards $8 and 7.5. So I was wrong yesterday. All right, that's I always try to be 100% transparent. If you think that I was wrong one day, if you think that you don't want to listen to me anymore, then click away. That's all fair, obviously. But just wanted to tell you. But if we take a look at Solana right now, what you can see is that there seems to be some sort of it's not necessarily a money injection. I mean, yesterday we still got some whales, or at least some big money movers getting into the price with the volume increasing with more than 40 million in a matter of 10 minutes. And here again, so it seems to be that from somewhere money is being injected into Solana, which is great. All right, it's good. Whether it's sustainable, that's what we'll talk about in this video. And apart from that, it also seems that there's not that much selling pressure right now with Solana. Obviously, I mean, it's not that weird because we had a lot of selling pressure when obviously, or at least it's a rumor still, but I do believe it when SBF, FTX, and Alameda Research wallets dumped Solana, which I think is a very shitty move, but that's a different story, and I think most of you agree with me. But then obviously you had a lot of selling pressure, and right now what you can see is that the volume drops down while the price stays up. So what does that mean? That the selling pressure is at least alleviated. So that's great to see as well. I think that most of the Solana holders right now still really believe in Solana and believe it's undervalued. So yeah, that's a great thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have had we've had our fall, but still, it's great. So I want to talk about two more things, and the first will be the technicals, but then I want to talk a little bit about, and this might be a little bit of a longer video. Of course, you can always click away, but I want to talk about whether Solana maybe is fairly valued right now. It's now ranked number 17, a market cap of 3.6 billion. Like, do we need to keep falling, or is this fair for Solana? We'll talk about that a little bit, looking at some statistics, because I think that's fair. And I think right now a lot of people are calling Solana dead, even though it's still a heavily developed and very useful blockchain. But if we take a look at the technicals, I mean, the main thing is that what you always want to do to make sure that you will hold a level, which in this case is $9, is you want to break above this resistance level here at $10. Which we have not done. If we can break above that, take a break retest, like that break retest is essential, otherwise it's a fake out. Then we'll get up to $11, and then I'm sure that at least $9 can hold for some more time. The problem is that it's a weekend. We're not going to get a lot of volatility, not a lot of volume. So we will not break above $10 soon. For the next weekend, we will probably consolidate between $10 and $9. And then next week, we have to do this. Beginning of next week, we have to go above $10, which will bring us to $11, and then we can consolidate up here. If we don't do that, that means that there's not a lot of strength in Solana, and then the risk is still very high, I think. And it's also at this point of time, because we're still under $10, my most likely scenario, that we will break below $9 and that we drop down to $7.5. All right, that's purely technically what I have to say about Solana. Now, a little bit about if Solana is fairly valued. I mean, right now, it's under projects like Shiba Inu, Litecoin, Polkadot. Well, if you take a look at DeFi Llama, which I think is a great site to actually analyze chains, but we'll also take a look at GokuStats.xyz. If you take a look at the developer activity, which I do quite a lot, you can still see that that Solana is high in that. It's still a very heavily developed chain. Even though developers are leaving, they still have a lot of active developers. And then if you take a look at the chains right here, what you can see is that Solana, yeah, sure, it's now lower than Kronos, Phantom, Optimism, but these are huge chains. And then you have some chains where I think, well, I don't know if the total value locked is 100% correct, like with Clayton, but it's still above the Thorchain, Multiverse, Osmosis, Kava, Algorand, Bitcoin, Cardano is somewhere here, and Cardano is valued at way more than Solana, even though Solana still has a bigger DeFi ecosystem and has way more developers working on that. So I do really get the point if you say that Solana right now is a little bit undervalued. Whether I agree with that, I'm not 100% sure, but it is something you should know, I think. If we take a look at Solana right here, you can also see that that the transactions daily actually are in a very slow uptrend. And then the daily active addresses have obviously dropped down, but they have been pretty steady as well. Total value locked is dropping down, we all know that, but still. Transactions per second is still huge. It's still a great chain, but yeah, it's just NFT volumes going up. So there are definitely some positive things about Solana as well. But yeah, it's. I mean, you have to make up your mind about it. I don't think it's. I still think there's quite a big risk of falling down to $8 and 7.5. But there's definitely a case to be made about Solana right now for the next bull market being undervalued. But that's my take on Solana for today. So if you do have any questions, as always, let me know. But for now, take care and bye.